Right, so this is our yoga flow today. We'll need a set of blocks, and a strap is totally optional, up to you. And we're going to do a flow where we start in one direction on our mat. We're going to come into a wide-legged flow after our middle flow. We're going to flip to the opposite side of our mat. But just to begin, let's start in a child's pose today. So drawing your knees wide, sinking your hips towards your heels, reaching your fingertips long to the top of the mat, and gently resting your forehead on the floor or a block. On each breath you take in, reach your fingertips long, close to the top of that mat. Hold that length of your fingers and sink your hips towards your heels on your exhale. Intention for class today. Maybe find some gentle movement, allowing your forehead to rock side to side. Maybe the hips sway from one side to the other. Center. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Hands can be on or off of your mat. Left bicep hugs your left ear. Long line of energy from your left pinky nail all the way to your left heel. Inhale back through center. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, walk your hands over to the left side, on or off of your mat. Right bicep hugging your right ear. Think about creating a crescent shape with your body. This time to the left side. Inhale back through center. On your next inhale, bend your elbows, bringing your palms to touch at the crown of your head. Stay here. Continue to draw your thumbs closer toward the nape of your neck. Feeling a stretch in your triceps, maybe across your shoulders. Lengthening your collarbones down and away from your ears. Inhale, reach your fingertips long to the top of the mat. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, rise up, find a tabletop at the center of your mat. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And gently bump the hips side to side. Way back through center. Tuck your toes, hammock your belly towards the floor as you lift your gaze. Deep inhale. On your exhale, press the tops of your feet in towards the floor, round your spine. Gaze towards the tops of your thighs or your navel. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your gaze. Spread your collarbone wide. Exhale, let it all go. Moving here through tabletop cat and cow a few more times with your breath. Come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky. Gaze up, look up, circle out your right wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, thread your right arm under it through the left side body. Inhale, right arm reaches high. Exhale, sweep, hover and hold. Once more, inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread your right arm under it through the left side body. Release your right cheek or ear towards the floor or a block. Pressing into your left palm to get a little bit deeper. Inhale, kick your left leg straight back. Flex your left toes. Press into your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm towards the sky. Exhale, plant your right hand under your right shoulder. Lift your left leg to hip height. Point the left toes. Inhale, dip an inch higher. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose, round your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rainbow tap up and over to the outer right hip. Inhale, kick your left leg straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big arch up and over. This time, flex your left toes, looking over your right shoulder. And you can see your left toes. If you like to add some movement here, you can gently rock forwards and backwards. Drawing your heel closer towards the floor deepens that stretch, while rocking towards your toes lessens that sensation. With your left leg crossed over the right, gently lower your left knee to the outside of your right knee, calf, or ankle. Untuck both your toes and then press your hips back, eagle legs. Inhale, stack your shoulders over your wrist. Release your left knee down. Draw a few circles with your left knee. Doesn't matter which direction. Get a few in one direction, then flip it in reverse. Gently land your left knee under your left hip. Bump the hip side to side and repeat the same thing on the left arm and right leg. Ground through your palms. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Gaze up, look up. Circle out your left wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Inhale, reach, press into your right fingertips. Exhale, sweep, hover, and hold. One more time. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, thread your left arm all the way under and through, allowing your left cheek or ear to come towards the floor, maybe to a block. Pressing into your right hand, extend your right leg straight back, flex your toes. Continuing to press into your right hand, inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Exhale, plant your left hand under your left shoulder. Tripod stance, lift your right leg to hip height, point your right toes. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, tuck your knee in towards your nose, round your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right leg, big arch up and over to the left side, tap your toes. Inhale, kick it straight back, keep the toes pointed. Exhale, round your spine to your nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big arch up and over. This time, flex your right toes, digging the ball of your right foot in towards the floor. To get deeper, you can look over that left shoulder. Maybe you see your right toes. Maybe adding movement or finding stillness here. Curtsy tabletop. With your shoulders directly on top of your wrist, release your right knee to the outside of your left knee, calf, or ankle. Untuck your toes and press your hips back for an outer stretch of your hips and thighs. Gentle gaze down toward your left knee. Inhale, rise, center, stack your shoulders over your wrist. Release your right knee down, big circles to that right knee, keep it bent. Few in one direction, and then reverse it. Release your right knee down, tuck your toes, walk your hands up, palm print forward, lift your hips to the sky, legs are straight, heels towards the floor, biceps hug your ears for your first downward facing dog of the day. Feel the stretch along the back side of your legs. Now bend into your right knee as you hold your left heel to the floor, and then switch left knee bend as your right heel lowers towards the floor. Continuing with this movement as you bend and extend into one knee at a time, lifting and lowering your heels, pedaling out your dog. With a deep bend in both of your knees, walk your hands towards your feet, coming to the back of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, crown of your head pulling away from your midline. Exhale, forward fold. Allow your head, neck, and shoulders to pull towards the floor. Maybe finding ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows. With a gentle bend in both of your knees, you can find a sway from one side to the other. From your ragdoll, gently come back to center. We're gonna widen our feet, wider than our hips. Heels in, toes out. Slowly rise all the way up. We're gonna find a yogi squat, wide leg malasana, hands at heart center. Deep bend into your knees, sinking your hips down low. You can pause at any depth. You can come down all the way. Elbows to the inside of your knees to draw your knees wide. This is a great opportunity to use 1 or 2 blocks under your hips. You can place them at any height. See what feels comfortable for you, or just hovering and holding here. Then plant your hands to the floor blocks. Lift your hips to the sky, wide-legged fold. Toe heel your feet back under your hips. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Slowly rise all the way up. Head, neck, and shoulders last to arrive. Roll your shoulders down and back. Inhale, arms overhead. Right hand grabs left wrist. Left leg comes to a curtsy behind the right. Side bend your body to the right, bump your hips to the left. Inhale, come back through center, plant your left foot, arms overhead. Left wrist, left hand grabs right wrist. Stagger your right leg back to a curtsy behind the left, side bend to the left. Bump your hip to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands towards your toes. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins or blocks, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Walk yourself out, coming into your high plank with a bend in the knees. Wrists under your shoulders, option to lower your knees at any time. Deep inhale, elbows tucked in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Once you arrive, untuck your toes, pressing into the tops of your feet, mini cobra, chest lift, and lower. Inhale, press little to no weight in your palms. Exhale, lower down. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage. Press up, full cobra. Gaze up towards the sky. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Come back through center. Over your right shoulder. Back through center. Come through tabletop or meet directly in downward facing dog. Bend and extend into one knee at a time. I had a heater on, and now I'm nice and warm. I'm gonna turn that heater off. The winter months have arrived. All right, from your down dog, deep bend and extend to one knee at a time. We're gonna get into our first flow. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Circle out your right ankle. You want to circle out your hip. Take your right leg straight back, hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your right foot between your palms, coming into a low crescent. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, lightning crescent, sweep and hold. Draw the arms around front, big circle. Pivot your left toes, open your left arm out to the horizon. Warrior two. Deep bend that front right knee. Inhale, lift. Big star, straighten the right leg. Exhale, deep bend and stay. Hold it here for a breath. Flip your right palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior left arm down your left leg. Reach your right fingertips long. Commit to that bend, that front right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extend to side, right elbow to your right thigh. Left bicep towards your left ear. Change nothing in your legs, bent knee triangle. Left arm up, right arm down towards the floor or a block. Inhale, straighten that right leg, find your triangle. Hold it here for a breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your triangle, left arm down your left leg or tuck it around towards your right hip. Inhale, find big star. Arms overhead. Pivot your right toes to the long edge of the mat. Arms out to the horizon. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Release all the way down, head, neck, and shoulders towards the floor. You can walk your hands forward to find a wide down dog. Forearms or wrists can be on the floor or blocks. Crown of your head pulling closer to the floor. You want to open up your shoulders. You can walk your hands between your heels, fingertips away from your body. Your hands back through center. Walk your hands over to your left foot. Pivot your left toes. Pivot your right toes. Low lunge at the back of your mat. Still your right foot. Inhale, rise up, warrior one at the back of your mat. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Arms overhead. Straighten that front left leg. Right toes are at 45. Inhaling through your fingertips. Pull that left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, forward fold, find your pyramid. Hands to frame that front left foot on the floor or on blocks. You're welcome to stay as tall or come down as low to that floor as you'd like. Feel free to create a bend in one or both of your knees. Left toes at 12 o'clock, right toes at 3 o'clock. That 45-degree angle for that back foot. Set your props off to the side. Bend into your front left knee. Plant your hands, a palm print in front of your left foot. Step your left foot back. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tabletop or roll all the way back and downward facing dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. We're going to repeat that on the left side. Lower your heels to the floor. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Circle out your left ankle. Wiggle the toes. Kick your left leg straight back. Hips are square. Exhale, left knee to nose. Crunch and hold. Step your left foot between your palms. Find your focus. Inhale, rise up. High crescent. Exhale, lightning crescent. Sweep and hold. Back heel is lifted. Big circle around front. Bring the arms forward. Pivot your right toes. Pivot your right arm. Open up. Warrior two. Deepen that front left knee. Trying to split the mat between your left heel and your right arch. Inhale, lift, big star, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your left palm to the sky. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extend the side, left elbow to left knee. Right bicep towards your right ear. Reaching long from your right fingertips down to your right toes. Keep a deep bend in that left knee. Tee the arm, left arm down, right arm up. Bend knee triangle. Keep the T in the arm. Straighten your left leg. Find your triangle. Bump your hips to the back of that mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Right arm down your right leg. Or maybe add a bind, tuck it around towards your left hip. Inhale, arms overhead. Pivot your left toes. Big star. Arms to the horizon, palms down, relax shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Release all the way down. Maybe you want to find ragdoll here by grabbing opposite elbows. Of course, if your forearms are brushing the floor, toe heel your feet a little bit closer together. You want to get the crown of your head closer to the floor. Bring your feet further apart. A release of your lower back. center, release your hands to the floor. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Pivot your toes to the top of the mat. Left toes at 45. Deep bend that front right knee. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Shoulders over your hips. Reaching your fingertips to the sky. Biceps hugging your ears. Hold the length in your upper body. Straighten that front right leg. As you straighten that front right leg, draw your hips in a clockwise motion. Right hip back, left hip forward. You can adjust your stance, bringing your feet closer or further apart if you'd like. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward into your pyramid. Hands framing your right foot on the floor or on blocks. Once you're in that fold, you can create a bend in one or both of your knees. Continuing to pull your right hip back, left hip forward. From your pyramid pose, set your props off to the side, bend deep into your front right knee. Plant your hands up palm front in front of your right foot. Step your right foot back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Deep inhale, deep exhale. As you pedal out your heels, bending and extending into one knee at a time. All right, we're gonna add on to that same flow. That is the core of the flow. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Cross body crunch. Stay here or kick your right foot through. Lift your left arm to the sky. Fall in triangle. Plant your left hand if it's lifted. Tuck your knee into your nose. Kick it straight back. Exhale. Step through. Find your runner's lunge. Find your focus. Inhale, rise up. High crescent. Exhale, lightning crescent. Hinge forward. Sweep the arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Hinge forward, sweep the arms around front, big circle. Pivot your left toes, open up. Find your warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend and stay. Your right palm to the sky, reverse your warrior. As you hold your right arm high, press your left hand to your front right knee. Push and pull. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extend aside. Push and pull arms. Left arm overhead, right hand towards your left hip. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Push and pull arms. Open up the chest, open up the shoulders. Exhale, extended side. Push and pull. Keep your left arm overhead. Release your right elbow to your right thigh. Extended side. Reach your left fingertips long. Left arm reaches high. Right arm reaches low. Bent knee triangle. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Find your triangle. Stay here if you want to add some crunch pulse. We're going to lift and lower for a 3. That's 2. Last one, hold it low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Left arm down your left leg, or tuck it around towards your right hip. You want to find archer, engage your right quadricep. Flex your toes, heel to the floor. Lower your right toes. Tee out your arms. Pivot your right toes along edge of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bind your hands behind your back or release your palms towards your lower back, fingers towards your heels. Inhale, gaze up, look up. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. You're welcome to hold that bind or release it at any time. Maybe you want to try bending deeper into one knee at a time as you hold that bind, or release it. We're all going to release our hands to the floor. Walk your hands over to your right foot, left hand on the floor or a block. Reach your right arm to the sky. Wide-legged forward fold with a twist. Exhale, release your right hand to meet the left. Walk your hands through center. This time, right hand to the floor, block inside your left foot, left arm to the sky. Plant your left hand to meet the right. Pivot your toes to the top of the mat, coming into runner's lunge. Back right knee can be lifted or on the floor. Right hand on the floor or on a block inside your left foot. Inhale, left arm to the sky, revolve lunge. Circle out your left wrist. Circle out your shoulder forwards and backwards. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, tap your right hip or thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep and tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep and tap. Inhale, reach and stay. Or dip your right hip to find horizon lunge. Pivot your toes to the outer edge of each foot. Reach your right hand to the back right foot. Come back to center. Plant both of your hands. Catch your breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Walk your back foot in just a step. Right toes at 45, left toes at 12 o'clock. Inhale, rise up, deepen that front left knee. Find your warrior one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten that left leg. We're going to find pyramid. Think about continuing to pull that right hip forward, left hip back. Naturally, your hips are going to open in this pose because your right leg is at a 45-degree angle. But you want to really try thinking about pulling those hips into a square-like position. Arms overhead. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Release your arms down to frame your front left foot. Use any props. That's what they're there for. Keeping your right hand on the floor or on a block. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Revolve pyramid. Remember, you can shorten the distance of your feet or lengthen. All right, release your right hand, bring it forward. Bend into that front left knee. Draw your left arm back to the inside of your right thigh for exalted lunge. Reach both arms up high. Warrior one. We're going to ground into that left foot. Step your right foot to meet the left for tree at the top of your mat. Open up that right hip. Hands can be at heart center. You can grow your branches. You can sway, adding some movement. You want to challenge your balance in tree, maybe closing one eye. Maybe try the other. Maybe try both eyes. Bend deep into that left knee. Step your right foot back like we're setting up for warrior three. Plant your hands to frame your front left foot. Step your right foot back, coming back into our runner's lunge. Toe heel your right foot towards the right edge of your mat. Lower your left knee for pigeon. Lower your right knee to the floor. You can slide that right leg back to get deeper into the stretch, or just untuck your right toes when you're ready. Option to place a block on that left hip to keep the hips square. Hands on the floor or on blocks. You can walk your hands towards your midline to find a gentle back bend. Stay in the back bend as long as you'd like. With or without blocks, you can walk your hands or your forearms forward. Forward stretch. You can gently rock the hips side to side to get a little bit deeper into that hip flexor on the left side. Of course, if you find a pinch or any uncomfortableness, Don't do the pose. You can also do a reclined pigeon on your back, crossing your left ankle over your right thigh and drawing your right knee in towards your chest. Gently rock back to center. Plant your hands under your shoulders. Lengthen through your chest. Draw your right heel towards your glutes for a quad stretch. Option to reach your left hand back towards your right toes. They do not have to touch. Maybe you can pull your toes, your ankle, your pant leg. Maybe you have a strap handy nearby. Maybe you're just reaching. Release your right foot, release your left hand. Lower your left hip to the floor. We're going to do a hip mobility drill. Sit all the way back, nice and cozy on that left side. Slide your right knee up and out from your right hip. Your knees can be at 90, they can be greater, they can be smaller, just total preference. Place your hands gently behind your back. Inhale, knees to the sky, plant your feet on the floor, rotate to the back of the mat. Lengthen up. Inhale, knees to the sky, feet on the floor, rotate back to the top of the mat. One more time, each side, we're going to add on knees to the sky, feet on the floor, coming to the back of your mat. Make sure both knees are on that mat. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, press your hips forward, reach your arms back. Exhale, lower down using the floor or blocks. Knees to the sky, feet on the floor, rotate back to the top of the mat, both knees on the mat for support. Engage your core, lift up, press forward, reach back. Exhale, slowly lower down. Lower your left hip, plant your hands on your shoulders. Slide that right leg back just like you were in that pigeon pose. Keep your right toes tucked. Tempt your fingers. Hands can be on the floor or blocks. We're going to lift our hips and we're going to plant that left foot right where it was from that pigeon pose. When you lift your hips, walk your hands to frame that left foot. Curtsy pyramid. Knees can be bent, knees can be straight. That front foot could be staggered or directly in front of that back right leg. Same things like with a regular pyramid pose. You want to move the hips in a counterclockwise motion. Right hip presses forward, pulling that left hip back. You should feel that stretching sensation along the outer left side of your body. Bend deep into that left knee. Walk your hands forward to the top of your mat. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Option to hover. Option to lower the knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. One more time on the left side. Lower the heels to the floor. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Option to stay here, kick your left foot through. Maybe hover that leg. Maybe reach your right arm up for ball and triangle. Plant your right hand. Tuck your knee into your nose. Kick your left leg back. Exhale, step your left foot between your palms. Find your focus. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Shoulders stacked over the hips, lengthen through your fingertips. Deep bend that front left knee, back heel is lifted. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forwards with your arms back. One more, inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Big circle around front, reach past the left toes. Pivot your right foot, reach your right arm out and open, warrior two. Deep bend that front left knee. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, deep bend. My towel's very slippery. Inhale, lift. Exhale, deep bend and stay. Flip your left palm to the sky. Reverse. Start here, left bicep, hug your left ear. Press your right hand to that left hip. Push and pull. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extended side. Push and pull arms. One more time each side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extended side, push and pull. Keep that right arm sealed to your right bicep. Lower your left elbow to your left thigh. Change nothing in your lower body. Right arm up, left arm down. Bent knee triangle. Straighten your left leg, find your triangle. Make sure that top shoulder is stacked over the bottom. Stay here. If you want to add the crunches, we're going to lift and lower for 3. That's 2. Last one, hold it low. Inhale. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Right arm down your right leg or tuck it around to your left hip. To find archer, engage your left quadricep, dig your left heel to the floor. Toes to the sky. Lower your left toes. Inhale, arms overhead. Pivot your left toes to the long edge of the mat. Reach your arms to the horizon. Bend your hands behind your back or gently lower them to your lower back. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, hinge forward. Releasing all the way down. You can keep the arms binded on your lower back or release them at any time. Maybe adding some movement, bend and extend to one knee at a time. Take what you need. Maybe it's finding that wide-legged ragdoll again. Gentle sway of the hips. Gently sway back through center, release your hands to the floor. Walk your hands to your left foot. Right hand on the floor, we're on a block. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Deep twist. Gaze up to challenge your balance, gaze down to add balance. Release your left hand to meet the right. Walk your hands through center and over to the right side. Left hand on the floor, on a block. Inhale, right arm high, gaze up or down. Plant your right hand to meet the left. Pivot your toes to the back of your mat. Left toes at 45, deep bend. Both toes forward, top of the mat. Plant your left hand to the inside, that right foot on the floor, on a block. Inhale, right arm high. Circle out your right wrist. Circle out your shoulder, forwards and backwards. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread the needle, tap your left hip or thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep and tap. One more, inhale, reach. Exhale, sweep and tap. Inhale, reach and stay. Option to find horizon lunge. Pivot to the hour knife edge of each foot. Dip your left hip as you reach your right hand to the inside of that left ankle. Come back to your runner's lunge. Plant your right hand. Now seal your left foot to 45. Deep bend that front right knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior 1. Shoulders over your hips. Continuing to pull that left hip forward. Drawing the right hip back. Straighten that front right leg. Inhaling through your fingertips. Exhale, hinge forward. Hands coming to the floor or blocks at any height. Hips are in a clockwise motion this time. As you're trying to squeeze your thighs together. Holding the thighs squeezed towards one another. Left hand on the floor on a block inside your right foot. Inhale, right arm high. Revolve pyramid. Bend into that front right knee. Draw your right arm back to the inside of your left thigh. Reach your left arm up, exalted lunge. Gaze up or forward. Round through that right foot. Step your left foot to meet the right fine tree. Right foot your base. Sole of your left foot can come anywhere to the inside of your right foot, ankle, calf, or thigh. You're welcome to grow your branches. You can challenge your balance by adding some movement. Maybe you want to try closing one or both eyes. If you fall out of any pose, that's okay. Just come back into it. Gently release your hands back to heart center if they were elsewhere. Bend into your front right knee as you kick your left leg back, as if you're preparing for bird or warrior 3. Plant your hands to frame your right foot, step your left foot back. Holding here and breathing. Lower your left knee. Toe heel your right foot to your left wrist. Lower your right knee to your right wrist. Finding pigeon. You can slide that left leg back to get a little bit deeper if you like, or untuck the toes at any time. Using the block or hands on the floor, you can walk your hands towards your midline for a gentle back bend. Whenever you're ready, you're welcome to bring your forearms or your wrists to the floor or to a block. Maybe find a gentle sway of your hips from side to side. Back to center, plant your hands under your shoulders, lift your chest. Draw your left heel in towards your left glute. Stay here, reach your right hand towards your left toes. They do not have to make contact. Deeper quad stretch on the left side. Lower your left foot, lower your right hand if it's lifted, and lower your right hip all the way to the mat. Slide that left knee up to the outside of your left hip. Plant your hands behind your back for support. Lift your knees to the sky, feet on the floor, rotate to the back of your mat. Inhale, knees to the sky, feet on the floor, rotate back to the top of the mat. We're going to do that one more time in each direction, adding on, hands at heart center for more of a core challenge. Knees to the sky, feet on the floor, both knees on the mat. Squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward, reach your arms back. Exhale, lower your hips down. One more time to the top, knees to the sky, feet on the floor, rotate back to the top. Knees on the mat, lift your hips, press it forward. Exhale, lower down. Plant your hands on your shoulders, slide that left leg back, just as if we were going back into pigeon pose. We're going to find a variation of pyramid. Keep your left toes tucked. Tempt your fingers, option to place blocks under your hands. Lift your hips and seal that right foot right where it was in your pigeon. Now walk your hands to frame your front right foot. You can create a bend in one or both of your knees. Your heels can be lifted or grounded. Hips are still rotating clockwise. Think about squeezing your thighs together as you draw that right hip back, left hip forward. This time feeling the stretch all along the outer right side of your body. Bend deep into that front right knee. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Step your right foot back. Option to hover, option to lower the knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pedal it out. Come back to your breath. We're going to cool it down now. Gently lower your knees to the floor. Lower your left or right hip and sweep your legs around to the bottom of your mat. Arms forward, knees bent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly roll back. Think one vertebrae at a time, slow and steady. Lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders, neck, head. Tap your thumbs overhead. Reach your arms by your side. Walk your heels in towards your glutes. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, squeeze your glutes. Excuse me, lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. Draw your knees into your chest. Soles of your feet to the sky, grabbing the outer edge of each foot, the outer edge of your calf or your thighs for happy baby. Pressing your lower back into the floor. Maybe find a gentle sway from side to side. Gently sway back through center, keeping your right foot to the sky. Release your left leg long to the opposite end of your mat. Release your right foot, calf or thigh, allowing your right heel to come towards your right glute. as you bind your hands on your right shin for wind removing pose. Both shoulders grounded to the floor, right knee up towards the right shoulder, avoiding your rib cage. Release the bind on your right shin, release your left heel. Using your left hand, guide your right knee through your midline over to the left side of your body. Gazing up for a gentle twist or over your right shoulder for a deeper twist. Inhale, come back to center. Keep the right knee bent. Lower your right foot to the inside of your left leg for reclined tree. Keeping the right knee bent, place your right foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Flex your left toes. Inhale, lift and lower left leg for a 3. That's 2. Inhale, lift and hold. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, figure 4. Pulling that left knee away from your body. Squeeze your glutes, press into your right foot, lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. Cactus the arms, palms facing up to the sky, thumbs in, pinkies out. Allow your knees to fall from one side to the other. And then come back to center. Release your left foot to meet the right. Draw your knees back into your chest and up towards the sky for happy baby. Welcome to find stillness. You can add movement. Gently sway back through center, this time keeping your left foot to the sky. Release your right leg long to the opposite end of your mat. Release your left foot, calf, or thigh. Allow your left heel to come towards your left glute. Bind your hands on your left shin. You can point, flex, circle out your left ankle, wiggle your toes. Both shoulders grounded, left knee away from your rib cage. Lower your left foot, release the bind of your hands. Using your right hand, gently guide your left knee over to the right side of your body. Supine twist on this side. Gazing up or over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Keeping the left knee bent, allow the sole of your left foot to come to the inside of your right thigh, knee, calf, or ankle, reclined tree on the left side. Left knee stays bent, plant your left foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Flex your right toes, squeeze your glutes, lift and lower for a 3. And lower. That's 2. And lower. Lift and hold. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Draw your right knee away from your body. Press into your left foot, squeeze your glutes, figure 4 bridge, lift. Both hips on the floor, cactus your arms, open up your chest. On your next exhale, gently lower the knees from one side, back to center, to the other side. Gently come back to center. Plant your right foot to meet the left. Walk your heels in close to your glutes. You have a block handy nearby. Go ahead and grab it between your palms. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and on the lowest setting, place the block underneath your hips. Allow your hips to melt into that block. Knees to the sky. Hands can be by your side. You can cactus your arms or bring them into a ragdoll overhead to open up your shoulders a little more. Keeping the left knee bent, extend your right leg long to the opposite end of your mat. Heel to the floor, toe to the sky. Bend your right foot back to meet the left. And now lengthen your left leg long to the opposite end of your mat. Heel to the floor, toes to the sky. Your left foot to meet the right. Now extend both legs long, heels together. Maybe your toes fall open. Just relaxing the front side of your body. Gently bend one knee at a time, drawing your heels back in towards your hips. Reach one foot at a time up to the sky for supported legs up the wall. Begin to flex your toes, soles of your feet to the sky, sacrum towards the floor. Stay here, add your fingers to your toes, and begin to add some movement. Pointing, flexing, circling at your wrists, your ankles. Gently bend into one knee at a time, lowering your feet to the floor. Squeeze your glutes and lift your hips. Set the block off to the side. Reach your arms and legs long, opposite direction. Create a tiny arch in your lower back. Full body stretch. And then gently release your arms by your side. Pinkies in, thumbs out, allowing your heels to touch. Toes fall open. Coming into any comfortable position for your Shavasana. Maybe you want to butterfly your knees, opening up the front of your hips. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Coming back to your intention, coming back to your why. Relax your forehead and the space between your eyes. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Relax your glutes and your quads. Relax your feet, melting into your back, into your mat. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing awareness back into your breath. Tuck your knees in toward your chest, make your arms long overhead. Gently rolling to your favorite side, coming into supported fetal position. You're propping your bottom arm up, coming to a comfortable seat at the center of your mat. And gently rest your hands on your knees, drawing some big torso circles. Does not matter which direction you start in. Once you finish that rep, go ahead and reverse that direction. Big circles. Gently come back to center. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Inhale through center, arms overhead. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Twist, look over your right shoulder. Inhale back through center. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you each and every week. The light love in me honors, cherishes, and respects the light love in each and every one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.